Say it, sister.
Hey,
What are we talking about
we
today?
are talking about pets. Pets we've had, cool pets, odd pets, you name it. We're going to talk about it today.
Pets, pets, pets. But first things first. Are you a cat or a dog person?
Definitely dog.
Yes, we're both dogs.
I love cats, but to have a personal pet, I would prefer a dog.
Not really into cats. I love all animals, but I could so live without having a cat. Luckily, my husband's allergic, so that works out well for us. Oh, well, currently, what pets do you have? I have a dog, Broski, and here's his picture. Isn't he cute? Ooh, ah.
And I have a dog currently. Her name is Gracie, and she is half um, Silver Lab and half Great Dane.
And here's her picture.
Aww.
Ooh, ah. Yes, Gracie is, well, you just saw, is like this beautiful, solid gray color, like almost a steel gray. If you're OSU fans, you'll understand that it is the OSU kind of gray.
Yeah, I would agree. And as she gets older, like around her chin is starting to turn a bit white, and there's down her back, she's getting white too.
Really? I
Hmm.
haven't seen that.
She's about
That's
7.
that's interesting. She is so smart though. Tell them what she has learned to do.
Well, it's all thanks to Robin here. She was visiting one weekend, and Gracie was kind of being bothersome and whiny and trying to get our attention. And so Robin took her donut, which is an actual looking donut. That's her favorite toy. And she hid it among all of these blankets. And then she did that several times. I think you did it in the chair once. She hid it. And Gracie really enjoyed that. And then,
Smart girl here.
uh-huh, I didn't think about it. I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything with it. My daughter didn't do anything with it. And then we look over, my daughter and I, as we're eating, and she had been told, go lay down, the whole works. And she had taken her donut and she had pulled some blankets off of the couch and hid it herself. And then as she dug to try to find it, if she found it, she'd flip it up and put it under. We have video of this too for you. And um, it keeps her busy mentally. It keeps her from being bored.
I mean,
And,
seriously, how smart is
and
that?
she will not let me hide it.
Oh, I didn't know
No,
this.
she does not like it when I hide it. She wants to hide it herself.
Oh, that is
Not that I'm
hilarious.
humanizing her, but she doesn't. She won't let me touch it. She has to be the one to hide it.
Interesting. So, what pets do you guys have? Please, please, please send us pictures of your pets, even the cats. I will love seeing pictures of the cats. So, don't everybody hate me because I'm not a cat lover, but I like pictures of cats. And tell us their names. Let's see. The next thing was strange things that they do. We kind of got that's really a smart thing she does, I
Yeah.
think. Oh, and we have to put in the picture of the blankets. You showed me a picture
Oh
this
yeah.
weekend. You want,
They're pretty much destroyed. All that's left is pretty much the knot and just a few.
it looks like rope.
Yeah,
It
it
doesn't look
does.
like blankets. But we'll put the picture in so you guys can see it and everything. Strange things. Does she do anything strange?
Yes.
Oh boy.
When she goes out to go to the bathroom, she has to be like if she goes to the bathroom in this spot, the next time she goes to the bathroom, it has to be right next to it.
Oh,
And she has to
interesting.
find it and move all around and sniff, and she'll even go way far away from it, I don't know why, and then come back to that spot. And then once she finds it, then she'll go. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes, sometimes it takes 25 minutes, sometimes she doesn't get to go because I have to leave and I have to come back and let her out. She does the same with number 1 and number 2. It doesn't matter. And even if we keep the yard cleaned up and picked up, she's going to find where she last went. So I almost feel like it would be smarter to walk her to
Well, you could
We
try
don't have a
that.
fence right now, so she's on a leash when she goes out, and
Yeah, you should
maybe
try
that would
that.
cut some time. And she's a princess. She does not like to get her feet dirty, wet, or she loves the snow, but then she realizes the snow is on her feet. So when she comes in, she's like shaking them and licking them, and she's very, very particular about her feet.
Well, that's funny. Let's see. Broski does. I mean, he's a huge whiner. He really is. Um, he doesn't like to go. He's a pity, so he doesn't like the rain, which I guess isn't so odd. But most dogs don't care, but this one does. Um, he'll take snow up to where his badonkadonk. No, that's a butt.
No,
His
you.
dingling
Yeah,
is
that's what you
his
used to
dingle.
say. Dingle. That's what you say.
Yes. If his dingle touches snow, if it's that deep, then he won't go in it. So I have to shovel a path for him to be able to walk around. He sleeps under the blankets with my husband and I. But these are all not really weird things. Does he do anything weird? I mean, he takes patience because he
Love.
is
He takes lots of love.
lots of patience. Um, but yeah, I don't know that he does anything weird, weird. Oh, yes, I do. He stopped eating and couldn't figure it out, thinking, oh, great, he's got like a blockage or something. And my husband, the smart man that he is, he's just like, maybe he's bored with his food. So we bought him a different flavor, the same food, and he ate it right up. So now, currently, this boy, I have four different um, Tupperware things. He has four different flavors that we rotate through just so that he will eat. So I think that's kind of weird. I've never done that with my any of my other dogs. So yeah, so that's weird.
I used to have a cat that would take each individual piece of food and play with it and knock it all around and then eat it. Then the next one piece of food and do the same thing, which I thought was odd.
Well, we just found out one of our friends, we won't name her, but we'll name her dog. Her dog Charlie is so smart that he wanted to Charlie, the dog, wanted to transfer from puppy food to adult food. And so they had read that you should, mix the two foods together first instead of just giving them outright a new food. Well, this smart
Yeah.
puppy Charlie, would taste the puppy kibble and put it over here. She just wanted the adult food. This is how smart she is. So shout out to Charlie. That's pretty good. Um, let's see. The next thing we have is, oh, the sad parts of losing them. That's hard, especially with dogs. Cats live longer, right?
I
Eh,
don't think so.
Do they live about? Well, we've always had big dogs,
Right,
which have
true.
a much shorter, because smaller dogs live a lot longer. We've always had like big, like English Mastiffs. This is our smallest dog that we've had. He's only 50 pounds. We're used to like 120. But yeah, oh, just nothing is worse than losing them, especially when it's like one of our mastiffs, Gracie. She broke her leg, but she was like 12, so that's really old for a mastiff. And she they're like she broke her leg, and they're like, look, you know, we could try putting pins in it, but just putting the pin in could break her leg. Or if we were successful enough to get her leg to be able to heal, the other legs are going to be so brittle that the extra pressure is going to break them. Because she just walked down the steps and she broke her leg. That's how bad her osteoporosis was. So, I mean, do we put her through the thing of taking a leg off? I mean, what a decision that we have to make. But yeah, so then when you lose them, it's just a gut punch. I don't know about you, but I always felt kind of stupid for being so upset about a dog. You
I never
know,
feel stupid.
I thought, ugh, come on, Robin. It's, you love the dogs, but it is a dog. It's not like, you lost a child, but it felt like you lost a family member, Oh,
Because you did.
yeah. Oy. What about you? Anything to say on that fun subject?
No, it's just sad. Takes a long time to get over.
Yeah.
But I still think it's worth the love that you have leading up to that.
Yes, they do give you lots of love, even though they drive you crazy sometimes.
Hmm.
What about you guys? Anybody you want to share anybody with, like a dog or a cat or a hamster or something that you really loved and you just want everybody to know who they are? Share it in the comments below so that everybody can see them and love them a little bit too. All right. Ugh, let's get rid of that one.
Yeah.
Too many feels. All right. Well, this is kind of close to it. Do you have like a dollar amount, like a
Oh,
limit? Like I can't pay more than, because I've known people that they get a cold and they're a old dog. Let's put them down. And I've had people that I've known that have put them all through chemo, and so and that costs a lot of money. And yeah, I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I've always just thought about their quality of life.
well, that's what I was going to say. Yep. Is it going to be making them suffer to stick around for us?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I wish that we could do that more for ourselves. Like if
I
we got
totally agree.
cancer, that we had more of a choice. But anyway, we're talking about pets. So Robin, get off the soapbox. Okay, let's stop talking about all these bad things. All right. Oh, some brave stories. You had a dog way back. Very, very brave hero dog. Definitely hero. Tell them about it.
His name was Molson, and he was a yellow lab. And he woke us up one morning, just very insistent on getting out quickly. And that was just not him. He was more of a do kind of dog. Yeah,
Chillaxed.
chillaxed. And he was very insistent. And I barely, we went out the back door, and I barely made it down the stairs because he was going so fast. And he dragged me over to the side of the house, and we had a gas leak, and I heard the gas, but I didn't really understand what was going on. And he was just barking, barking, barking until my husband came down at the time, and then we called the fire department, and he saved us because even I think there was a phone call while they were there trying to fix it, and everybody went flat on the ground
Can
because
you imagine?
if the phone could ignite the gas, and yeah.
But what a good dog.
Yes, he saved us.
Was he the goat though that would eat socks?
Yes,
Yeah.
constantly, and
So
pantyhose.
you take the good with the bad with these animals, right? Um, well, we know about like other hero dogs, like the one in Alaska that they wrote books about that did the mushing to get the medicine,
Hmm.
Naruto or something. What was his name? Here's the correct name. Not Naruto. I can tell you right now, it's not Naruto.
But maybe it is.
But there's lots of, I mean, and cats can be heroes, and all animals can be.
And there's a guy on TikTok that the top 5 animals of the week, and we can share that
Here's
information.
his handle right
Hmm.
here if you guys have TikTok and you really want to, check out some pretty brave animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Thanks. That was a good one. I don't think any of our dogs have any. Oh, I have a brave story. So we had a mutt. He was just a mix. Have no idea. He Here's a picture of him. His name was Max, and I only had two kids at the time. But yeah, of course, the good with the bad. Here we go. So the bad about Matt. So we've got our first house. Take a step back. It got finished in the winter, so they didn't have time to lay sod. So my husband and I agreed that we would get a dog once we got a fenced and the sod got done, which was going to happen in the spring. But no, somebody, not me, somebody decides to look at the pets on the animal shelter. So somebody found Max. So we got Max like 2 months before we could get our fence. And so I have two, I was a stay at home mom. I have two small children, about a year and a half and 3.5. And we were the first one in our part of the subdivision. So there's no houses around us. We were the first house built in this phase. Nobody has grass. And guess what, Max would not go to the bathroom on dirt. Wouldn't pee, wouldn't poop. So I got stuck in like February and March, bundling my kids up. One time I put the kids in the car and he was walking along the side because it was so freaking cold. I just couldn't put him in the thing. Anyway, so we had to walk a little bit to get him someplace where he can go to the bathroom. Well, here I am, my one child standing up, holding on as I'm pushing my baby in the front, and Max is on this side, and we're just tootling along. Well, all of a sudden, two Rottweilers come running out of the door and start snarling and start coming after us. And, I'm like, oh my gosh. So before I could get in front of my kids, Max had come around and he stood and he just stared him down. But luckily, it felt like forever, but it was probably like 2 seconds. And the owner came out and called right away, whatever command, and the dogs came running right back. So were we in any danger? Probably not. But yeah, I was like, oh, all right, Max, you got it. Here's your home. Welcome to it. We'll walk you. It'll be fine. And it was, because eventually we got real grass and a fence so we could just let him out. But that was a hero thing. He went to take on two dogs bigger than him. So here's a picture of Max. Yay, Max.
Should we talk about Hugo?
Oh, our dog growing up? Oh my. Okay. It's whatever she's about to say is not true.
But it is true.
Go ahead.
We were out playing and there was this cute little dog, although he wasn't little, I guess.
Compared to us at the time now.
And we wanted a dog really bad. So my sister and I dragged him home. And my mom said, well, we can keep him.
That's true. This part.
You go around the neighborhood and see if anybody else claims him.
By the way, it's not true. He followed us home. We did not drag him home. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, my story is totally different, and I'm sticking to it. So we pretended to walk him around the neighborhood and ask, but we didn't really ask.
That I will agree with, yes. We did not try at all.
And he ended up coming to our house to live. We adopted him.
Yep. Dad didn't want him, ended up being Dad's best friend.
Yep. And he used to sit at the time our house was on a hill, and he used to sit at the top of the hill and watch and see if anybody was paying attention.
My dad would be working in the yard or in the garage.
And slowly start to creep away, and then he would take off. We'd have to go after him to get him. He would do that a lot. And then one time, you can go ahead and tell that story.
About the garage door?
Yeah.
So we left him in the garage, and we had one of those fiberglass garage doors with the panels, separate panels. And he had chewed through it and digested it because we didn't find any debris. He digested it. And then to get back in, instead of going in the same hole, he chewed another hole on the other side of the car and got back in, but didn't die. I mean, the guy literally, had fiberglass running through him, and he was fine. But is that the story?
Basically.
Well, how would you have told it?
Well, I would have added more details, like the reason he had to eat through the garage doors because the person we had taking care of him didn't come and feed him and didn't come
I
and
didn't know that.
take care of him.
Oh,
it's just a little detail.
I did not know. That's a big one. I didn't realize that. I thought he just did it to get away.
Mm-hmm. And then coming home, my dad was on business trip and we went with him. And then we came home and it was winter and it was really cold and a storm. And this person that was supposed to be taking care of the dog drops us off and leaves. And my mom's standing there seeing the two big holes in the garage. If you know my mom, you know why this is funny.
She handles things so well. She
Oh,
never gets mad.
no, never. And I used to have a rabbit. Do you remember the rabbit?
No. When did
And
you have
we
a rabbit? Did
when
it
I was
stay
like 8 or
outside?
9, it stayed in the garage, and every time it
No.
would get hungry, it would thump its feet against the wall, so my mom would know or to tell me to go out and
Oh, that's
feed it.
hilarious. No. Was
Yeah.
it white?
It was, just a normal rabbit, it wasn't
Like
anything.
gray or?
Yeah, I would say gray.
Oh, wow. Do you remember its name?
Thumper. Seriously, it was.
I don't.
It was from our neighbors, like, across the street and, like, 3 or 4 houses down the probably
Oh,
shouldn't we're gonna cut that out. I shouldn't say a name,
right.
but they raised them, and so there was a runt, and they gave the runt to us.
Did it last very long? 'Cause
Yeah, yeah,
really,
yeah.
why do I not
It was
remember
at
this?
for sure.
Yeah. So if you were like 8-ish, I would be 4-ish. So I'm old enough to at least,
Have a recollection.
yeah. Oh, Thumper. Who knew?
I don't remember how he passed away, but he didn't live in the house because my mom has bad allergies.
Hmm.
So I at least got to have a pet and take care of it and love it. But yeah, Thumper.
Well, I had a hamster that won a
Oh,
10-speed
yes,
bike
that's right.
that I never got to have. So yay me.
I got to have it.
So was it a pet store? It was down by off West.
It was in front of that
Where they,
Kroger there.
yeah. And they just, I don't know, they had races for some reason. And I
You'd put
had
your
a,
hamster in this ball thing, and they'd have walls built so that the ball didn't go all over the place. And they'd let go, which you would have let go of the ball, and whoever got to the end fastest, as he's running and the ball's turning.
so I think I was in first or second grade. That's why I didn't get to keep the 10 speed because it was way too much for me. So Renee got to have it. And I was always miffed at that I didn't even get the hand me down.
Still to this day,
Yes. It's not fair. Justice.
even though she didn't fit the bike at all. But
I just meant like later on. But anyway, so I had a very talented hamster. One time, what was dad sick or something? And one of our hamsters died,
yeah.
and he was on like cold medicine or something.
He had gotten a inoculation, and it had made him sick.
So
Made
he
him
was kind of out of
out of
it.
it, very
Kind of
out
like he
of
was
it.
drunk, but he wasn't drunk. If
Yeah,
you
he
know
was
my
just sick.
parents, you'll know that he wasn't drunk. Um, and I don't know, we were upset about something, and mom's trying to calm us down, and he just comes stumbling, yep, the hamster's dead. And then the two of us just started, getting hysterical because our hamster died. But yeah, so we had a rabbit.
And we had lots of hamsters.
Yes, we went
Lots.
through a lot of them.
And your kids
My
had
kids, we called them a room pet. They could pick
Mhm.
what they had to wait till I think fifth grade. We had all these rules, shocking, and
not
yeah,
really.
they had to take care of it themselves, like literally. Now I would have to sneak it food every once in a while, so these poor things lasted at least a week. But yeah, we had 2 guinea pigs and a snake, just a little corn snake. It was very pretty though. It had a really pretty red um, triangle things on it. I'll try to find a picture. I don't know if I have a picture of the snake, but anyway, yeah. So that was interesting. Yeah, that didn't. They had the guinea pigs. They had to cut their toenails.
Ew.
Yeah. Oh, some of them were like, yeah. Um, so they learned that they didn't want to have a room pet after that. After each of them had one. Um,
Sounds like that book, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle. Do you remember those
I
books?
do, but I don't remember like stories in that.
Basically, kids were having bratty behavior, and her solution would be just give them what they want. Like they didn't want to come out of their room for supper or to eat.
Yeah.
So they stayed in their room, and you'd bring them the food, but you wouldn't take the food out. So eventually the room would get full of, and I
Yeah.
loved Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle stories.
Apparently. And we did have turtles. We had a couple turtles. So there was something that we had crickets for. No, it was the mice. Sorry. I'm afraid of mice and rats. And luckily, they weren't live. The snake was able to eat them. We had to thaw them out, but was able to eat, dead. So we didn't have to have live mice and rats running around. Oy vey. But what about you guys? Anything interesting? Kind of out of the box? Anybody have a pet raccoon or a pet? I've seen people with pet skunks.
Really?
Yes, in their house. It's like when they bring chickens in their house, they're gonna poop everywhere. If there's any bird people out there, when you let your bird run around, don't they poop everywhere, or do you train it to somehow not?
I
You
don't
know what I
know.
mean?
It's a good question.
Anyway, yeah. So answer that question for us. That would be interesting. Um, my kids had room pets, weird animals people keep for pets. Yeah. I mean, we
We
love
didn't
our
really talk
pets.
about the weird animals that people keep for pets.
Well, have you found some
Yes, I
like what?
found some. Like we can show pictures. Um, there's this, if you hold up your finger, it's a cute little monkey. It's illegal to have these, but people have them as pets. It's a little monkey that loves to be on your finger. It's little enough to be on your finger.
Like a flying squirrel?
No,
No.
no, that's a sugar something.
Yeah, sugar monkey.
No, it's not a
It's really
monkey.
this here. This
Wolf.
is the real word.
And then some people have had, well, like the pigs. Some
Yeah,
people have big pot belly pigs. Some have the littler pigs. I thought that
but I
was
heard they can
unusual.
use like
The,
litter boxes
mhm.
and stuff, like a kitty cat.
um, Axolotls. That was an interesting one. It's the animal that has the big, like football shaped size head, and it looks like it's smiling all the time. It's cute when it's little, but when it gets bigger, it's kind of scary.
I can't wait to. Well, here you guys have seen it, but I can't wait to see it.
Um, um,
I've heard of people having like cows and horses in their house.
yeah,
I don't know how.
I don't have pictures of that.
Well,
um,
one more. Think of one more.
one more.
You can do it. You can do it.
If I had my phone, I could see it.
Oh, your phone's
I
recording.
know. I should have written it down, but
Is it anything like a raccoon or a squirrel or a, well, like that Angie Hartman had a squirrel. She was like, had
who's Angie
Instagrams.
Hartman?
She's a actress, I think Law and Order.
Oh, okay. Harmon.
Harmon.
Okay.
Harmon.
Okay.
Here's her real word.
Becoming a theme here.
But no, she's had a squirrel, which is odd. So
um,
people have had rats.
yeah.
I'm sorry, rat
Mice.
people,
But those aren't unusual.
I think a rat is. Anyway.
Okay. I can't think of one more right now.
All right. Well, then we're just going to give up. Are you ready to say it, sister?
Sure.
What am I saying?
Bye.
Bye.